A game marketed as Pokemon with guns has taken the gaming industry by storm, pretty much overnight. Within the first 2 days, Palworld hit 1 million concurrent users on Steam and hit the number 6 all-time peak for Steam. And as of today, they've sold over 5 million copies. Twitter is exploding and people are angry. Let's talk about it. In Pocket Pair's past, they made Craftopia. Does this resemble anything to you? As a Genshin Impact junkie and a Zelda fan, this game does remind me a lot of the two. And this is one of the issues that people are bringing up with Pocket Pair's history. Creating games that resemble other games without necessarily bringing a whole lot of originality to it. There's a screenshot from one of their other games that others have mentioned, parallels Hollow Knight. People are feeling uneasy believing a company who has created games like these previously can be trusted when it comes to Palworld. There are rumors flying around that Palworld is using generative AI, although there's no proof. People are claiming that Palworld is using stolen assets as well. So let's look a little at the monsters from Palworld and how people are comparing them to the Pokemon roster. Here are some of the photos that people are submitting as problematic. Now you can definitely tell some of the pals definitely look like blatant ripoffs, and some of them, of the 100 pals of the pal deck, look incomparable to current Pokemon. The ones that look like blatant copies are pretty egregious, I will say that. So here is an example of a model in question that speculatively is to be stolen. The claim comes from Primarina's model, and it compares to one of the other pals on the right. With further research on Twitter, I came across a thread rejecting the Palworld ripping model straight from Pokemon Theory, and this thread claims that one of the people who originally shared the overlapping models was lying. This thread shows a screenshot from the original poster saying, "I'm doing this because I think it's disgusting how much Palworld glorifies animal abuse." So they created this misinformation to spite Palworld because of animal abuse and not because of the potential art theft or the moral dilemma of art integrity that others are raising their voices for. But with this kind of thinking, we'd really have to keep the same energy for games like Call of Duty, the GTA franchise, or even those arcade games where you shoot deer. And while we're on the subject, are Pokemon mods safe from this outcry of criticism? Because they don't make profit? Is that the reason I never see people discussing the reuse of Pokemon in those games? If Palworld was free, would the uproar still be as big? I know there are handfuls of people that would play any Pokemon look-alike because they feel jaded by Nintendo with the turnout of the recent releases such as Scarlet and Violet, but I mostly think the high amount of sales and copies for Palworld is coming from people that generally are having fun playing the game. Look at this. Asmongold tweeted, "The success of Palworld proves that the only thing customers actually care about is a good game. AI, slavery, bestiality, copyright infringement? It's a video game. These are pretend problems that people don't actually care about. Make good game equals people buy game." It only takes a few days apparently for mods to float around on a game like this, and the mod went viral. It put actual Pokemon and Ash Ketchum in the game, and Nintendo did not take any time to take that down. So maybe Palworld is safe for now from any legal harm. But if that is the case, I do hope they spend this extra money they've made to stray away from Pokemon aesthetics with newer mons and future updates to come. Maybe what we're learning now more than ever is in the gaming space, we need to show more love to one another regardless of if someone has a different opinion or stance than yours. And that sending verbal death threats or attacking others online on social media is weak and doesn't help anyone. And also, that people seem to crave an open world Pokemon-esque game with less restrictive layout.